Hi, I'm David Wright, and I'll be talking today about drugstores and where they fit in terms of shopper perceptions when it comes to the changing food, retail, and health and wellness landscape. As with other channels which formerly sold very little food, in recent years drugstores have garnered increasing focus as they've risen both in terms of numbers and in terms of their food offering, which has begun to play a central role in some of the chains. A notable example of food retail in drugstores would be Walgreens, which is currently fully reimagining the typical drugstore experience through its offering of fresh and high-quality private label foods. I mention health and wellness because, simply put, that's what makes drugstores unique in the minds of shoppers. For better or for worse, health and wellness, pharmacists, and prescription plans are what still drives many shoppers to drugstores, and as we'll find out, it's not always the happiest of occasions. Before I speak specifically to drugstores and the role of food and health and wellness in their formats, I think it's worth highlighting how food shopping has changed today and what this means for today's shopper. Our most recent Shopper Insights study finds that in step with the spread of food to diverse retail channels, shoppers continue to expand their shopping behavior out over multiple formats. 50% of shoppers tell us they shopped 2 or more stores on their last grocery trip. We also find that with the rise in mobile and digital technologies, that food shopping has now become a 24/7, anytime, anywhere activity. Our work finds that consumers shop in 2 modes across the food retail channels: browse and buy, and search and retrieve. Shoppers toggle between these modes depending on mission, needs, and personal interests that trigger purchase. As with all channels, shoppers visiting drugstores exhibit both browse and buy and search and retrieve shopping styles. 58% say they are browsing and buying, which involves discovery and being surprised, while 38% say they are searching and retrieving, which is chiefly about getting in and out of the store. What's interesting about these numbers is that they are lowest and highest for each shopping style reported by consumers compared to other mass market channels. Relatively low browsing underscores how little interest shoppers have in discovering new products within drugstores. Conversely, the relatively high search and retrieve behavior illustrates how shoppers believe going to the drugstore is chiefly about getting in and out as efficiently as possible. Related to the focus on quick in and out trips, we find that the drugstore channel is the most popular for immediate consumption occasions, with 24% of shopping trips characterized this way. Such a finding highlights opportunities for drugstores to capitalize on immediate consumption and the potential for snacks, portable foods, and beverages. And yet, while opportunities in food clearly exist, we find that drugstores have issues to be concerned about. Shoppers tell us they are not very happy with their typical pharmacy. We find in our work that overall the channel is struggling as consumers wrestle with how drugstores can add value to their health and wellness journeys. 78% of shoppers say they visit drugstores, but only 47% say they are satisfied. Much of the dissatisfaction stems from the fact that shoppers tell us they are tied to their drugstore because of their insurance and prescription drug plans, which heavily dictate their visits to such stores. So what can drugstores do to better meet the needs of today's shoppers? Certainly Walgreens' ongoing push into fresh and prepared foods is a great sign of innovation in the channel. While CVS is more focused on prescription services and the beauty category, Rite Aid is experimenting with wellness in its formats. We believe that significant opportunities await drug chains to develop food and beverage offerings more in step with consumer occasions, which in this case relate to immediate consumption. Certainly drugstores should leverage their strength in prescriptions, but there is significant room to expand wellness into snack and portable fresh food offerings. Such offerings will go a long way in fostering a new sense of discovery and surprise and might foster a greater appeal for browsing in stores, which currently hold a certain lack of appeal to many shoppers.